everybody, and welcome back to the range. Tom here, and today we're doing this 2019 Kia Stinger GT. Yeah, we're trying something a little bit different today at the range. I've always liked Kias. I used to have a Kia Forte Coupe, really good car, great on gas. I just seen this and I wanted to do something with it. So why don't we head on down to the range and get started? I ended up getting some parts from Benchwork Toys, and I thought this would be the perfect casting to try out some new parts I have never tried before. I've got a nice little package. I got some hood scoops, I got some JDM wings, I got, a little bit of everything. But there's this one thing I wanted to try that I've been meaning to get some, but I never did. So I ordered some JDM fenders, the kind of racing style fenders, give it that wide body stance, and just wanted to try these out on it just to see what it would look like. And it was something new for me to try out. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do for it or how I was going to do it or anything just yet. So I was just kind of curious about what I could do after I kind of trimmed it up a little bit. I was test fitting it on the Stinger, and honestly I thought it was going to look really cool. With I wasn't really sure about what colors I was going to paint it right off the bat. I just knew I wanted to get these put on there and, just see how it would go. And luckily enough, I had to go with some smaller wheels, but the way I was going with this car, smaller wheels actually suited. It looked a lot better on it with the smaller wheels, especially with these fenders on here. And, it had this little groove that the inner wheel well would set on, so it would just kind of have something to connect to instead of the actual body itself. I got these wheels from Sam Ed Wheels, but these are not the wheels I ended up using. I ended up using another set I had laying around. I got them off of another casting. I can't remember exactly what other casting I got them from, but I knew that it was actually when I started painting this car that I decided to change the wheels out, and I'm glad I did, because the wheels that I ended up picking out, you'll see in the final results, are tremendously 10 times better than the ones that you see here. Also, towards the before the final reveal, you guys will be seeing my September 4 Horseman build with the Big Air Bel Air post-apocalyptic theme. So you get to see some video footage of that, because my video messed up and I don't know why it did that. It's been a while since I did that, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looked like at the end of this video. So you guys are not going to get screwed or kind of whatever out of seeing that video. And I do apologize for the way it came to be. I don't know why it started messing up about 11 minutes in. So hopefully this one doesn't do it. Because, I wanted to get another video out to you guys. I've been kind of taking my time and just kind of chilling out and just, not trying to rush stuff. And luckily enough, I had a little bit of this one color paint. And I don't want to give it away just yet because it turned out amazing. I really enjoyed doing this build. Right now all you see me do is playing with the axles, the wheels, just trying to get them to fit. And I didn't have to cut no axles or anything with these wheels. I did have to, on the other hand, with the other wheels that I picked, that I ended up using at the end, because it was just, I don't know, they just suited the car a lot better with the other wheels. And I was really kind of trying to figure out what all I'd be able to use these JDM fenders on. And there's a couple good cars. I'd have to probably round out the wheel wells and stuff, make them a little easier to fit on there. But all in all, I think this was a good. Yeah, I think it was a good pick to put on this car. Kind of looks like almost like a little drift car or something from Tokyo Drift or something like that. And I was kind of trying to go pretty nice paint on it, flashy color, cleaning it up. I didn't really do a lot of customizing. I mostly stayed towards the paint. I didn't do anything with the interior. I just left it black because the windscreen was kind of dark, so you wouldn't have been able to see the interior anyway. But, I'm taking my steel wool, I'm cleaning it up real nice, and, I'm just getting it to the level I'm wanting to do it at. But unfortunately, these wheel wells had like a little bit of a gap with them, so when I glued them on, I had to fill them in. I had to fill in the gaps, kind of try to smooth them out, and that was just a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that right now. I spent like 2 hours just trying to sand everything down, get it to where you can see the detail of the fenders and stuff. Yeah, I drilled my post out last because I didn't know if I was going to be using them or if I needed to cut them off or anything. So I ended up drilling those in like right afterwards. And all in all, like I said, it was a pretty simple build. It wasn't one of my longest builds. It wasn't one of my customs, and I'm still trying to kind of come up with some ideas. I got a couple castings laying around here. Got some new cars that I'm going to be ending up using that I haven't used before. And like I said, with these wheel wells and these fenders, I had to, and luckily enough, they fit perfectly, And as you see here, I'm taking this Mr. White Putty or whatever it's called. I'm just filling in the gaps and, trying to get it to where, when I filled them in, they was perfect. They didn't have any seams, and luckily enough, you can't see anything with the paint. I'm taking this little JDM wing and putting it on the back. And other than that, I honestly thought that the whole look of the car actually turned out really good. I had to make sure everything was good and dry, just to get it to where everything looked like it belonged. And I had to kind of adjust the wing a little bit just to make it fit right, make it look like it was level and stuff like that. The fenders were already to the point where I couldn't move them anymore, so I was just kind of taking my finger and I was going over the putty and smoothing out where I needed to smooth it out, and just kind of tapping it in where it needed to go. And once I sanded it all down, it actually looked really good. And you see, I put like a little hood scoop on there, got it smoothed out really good. And, I was really happy with the way it came out, with how smooth it was. And excuse me. And, like I said, these wheels are not the ones I ended up using. I ended up using some different ones. And honestly, I think the wheels that I picked turned out a lot better, especially with the color scheme that I went with. And I was trying to go kind of Halloween colors. Most people think Halloween's black and orange, but they're right. October's pretty much the one of my favorite time of the years, with Halloween coming up. And my daughter's birthday is on Halloween, so it was kind of has this little thing. So I'm going to try to do like some Halloween-themed cars in the next coming videos. Other than my 4 Horsemen build, I got one that I'm going to be doing here probably in the next video or two. I can't remember. I don't know exactly for sure. But I'm gonna be making a Halloween style car, and hopefully it turns out pretty good. But when I went to go paint this, I started off with just a regular orange. Unfortunately, it was a transparent orange, but it was the only orange I had, and I literally had to let it sit for quite some time before I could even tape it off. And you guys know me when I do my tape jobs for my paints and stuff like that. I try to do something a little different every time. And it wasn't really a difficult paint job. It really wasn't, because I ended up hand painting most of after I painted over the orange. But I kind of went about it, just trying to make it simple but easy, and it looked good. And I didn't end up using that little thick piece in the center because I thought it just wouldn't look right. So I ended up taking that off, not using it. I was like, yeah, it just don't look good. But like I said, taping it off, here it is with this beautiful purple that I had mixed together. And I really love this color. I wish I remember how I mixed it together, but I took this little I can't remember. It's a black, but I don't remember the brand of it, but it's not Createx. And I ended up touching up black in some areas, like the hood, the fin, around the wheel wells, just trying to give it that sporty style look that you would see in like a Tokyo Drift scenario. And it didn't take long to paint it. It's just, it was really awkward to get into some areas, so I had to put it back on my helping hands, which I ended up buying another helping hands the other day, because I had one already that I was using, so I needed another one. And once I ended up clear coating this, it actually turned out really nice. I did not put any decals on it. I did detail the headlights and the tail lights. And, I did the best that I could, trying to keep the black where I wanted the black to be. And, here in a minute, we're going to be seeing the 4 Horsemen September build, the post-apocalyptic theme. And I hope you really enjoy that, because I know you're going to really enjoy the final results of this stinger. And I'm hoping to get back into it. Hopefully the video turns out really good, and you guys enjoy seeing what I came up with this time around. And it's just, this is like the funnest thing I have to do. I keep busy by doing this. I watch videos, but this is the post-apocalyptic theme, the Bel Air September 4 Horsemen build. Those of you seen kind of part of the video, you guys knew it was going to be like a fuel runner. It had a Jeep bed on it, and with a little bit of a bumper details and stuff like that. All in all, I think it turned great, and it worked out the way I wanted it. But this is the stinger we started off with. Really nice color blue. I really wanted to kind of change it up a little bit, being a GT and all. I wanted to make it look good. I wanted to make it like shine, and I think I succeeded in it, and hopefully you guys think I succeeded as well. But without further ado, let's check out the final results.
You're in my domain, got the whole crowd screaming out our name. It's a blowout, it's a hurricane, it's over before you know it. While you're shaking, we're a dying.